Oh, my hearties, a very, very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue. It is, of course, 9 o'clock on Saturday evening. And here we are with the live stream, 1 hour of superb, scintillating information, education, and entertainment for not just one nation, but for all the nations of the universe. Welcome, 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 I say. So lovely to have you with us. And I hope you'll come and join us. And I hope you'll stay with us. Because remember, we never scroll and we never troll. There's Dexter saying, hi, Scotty. Hi, Dexter. Lovely to have you with us. When you're coming on, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Very, very important. And we love it, I say to you. So give us a shout. This is where we're watching from. There we go. Just sorting all these little details out. All the little detail or two to sort out for you, I say. Professor Numpty Heat says, well, hello there, China. And of course, that's fantastic because Professor Numpty Heat is an East Coast man and Scottie McClue is a West Coast man. And I would say China is a West Coast expression. Am I right with that one, Numpty Heat? DINKY-DOO, Scottie from Ontario, says the wonderful Drew. Drew, we love having you with us from Ontario. Love your live streams. I hope you're doing well. And hello from Wales. Dexter, I say to you, Yaki Da and Nos Da. Lovely to have you with us from Wales. A big shout out from Downings in County Donegal. There we are. We love it. I thank you so much and so good to have you with us, everybody. Wonderful. Tell Ted that Scottie McClue is live just for you. All I would ask that you do for me, absolutely for free, is that you follow me on TikTok and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Apart from that, we are fine. Good afternoon from Atlanta, Scotty. Shane, lovely to have you with us from Atlanta. I thank you in the United States of America. Hi, Scotty. It's David and John. I've taken away my second name for security reasons. DINKY-DOO. David, wonderful. Excellent idea. We go with you. A seagull ate my dog, says DG. I'm sorry to hear that, DG. So there you are. What were the circumstances? Hello from Cumbernauld. What's it called? Cumbernauld. So there we go. Good evening from a cold Poland, says Count Murcielago. DINKY-DOO. You're looking in good form. Or you're saying goof form. But I think you mean good form. The predictive text, that's the one for us, isn't it? Yes, it's very cold in Scotland tonight, Murcielago. I would be surprised if Poland can beat Scotland. It was -5 on the way home tonight. I'm in West. So there we are, West Korea. Well, I don't know where that one is. I know North Korea and South Korea. And also the fact you've spelt it wrong implies that you might not actually be there. Would I be correct or 100% right? Hello, Kareem. Are you coming on, says David? DINKY-DOO. I live in Aberdeen. Those were the circumstances. Well, if you live in Aberdeen, I understand Aberdeen. There we are. Richard Tanner. What are you like? Richard, one of the most generous men in the world, is giving me red roses. We have a small goal for red roses. And if anybody's feeling flush, do feel free to pop one in. Guys, can every single one of you watching the YouTube please subscribe? Go down to the bottom left and click the thumbs up sign. Can you see it there? It's a little thumbs up, bottom left of the picture. Just give it a click and do please subscribe. What football team do you support? Well, I'm a big Man U man. I also like the Rangers. I also like the Celtic. I like the Greenock Morton, Mon the Ton. I like the Partick Thistle. I like the Arsenal. So there you are. I subscribe, Dexter. That's so good of you. Can we see your cap badge? Yes, you can. Can you see it there? The Hand of Justice. Fantastic. I support the Irish resistance. Irish resistance. Very, very good, sir. What are you resisting? Up the tune, says Billy. Absolutely. From Newcastle United. Billy's in Newcastle. And Newcastle United. Newcastle. Sunderland. There we are. Fantastic stuff, I say to you. Hi, Susan. Susan's on. Happy Saturday evening, says the wonderful Neil O'Gormley. Neil, this is incredible. Have you looked at the latest videos on TikTok and YouTube? They were Scottish are better than Irish, says the dog person. Nice one, Cammy. Opinions on Dunfermline. Fabulous, fabulous place, stuffed full of beautiful people. Do not forget that. Dunfermline is so important, it was once the capital of Scotland. And if I remember rightly, there's a guy says Celtic is a vile club. I think he means a villa club, like Aston Villa, that sort of idea. So there we are. Celtic is a villa club. I don't quite know what a villa club is. Welsh woman here, Yakida. I say to you, a nosta. There we go. Scotty, I'm watching from F Documents, watching from some island. I don't know. I'll have a look at that. Hello, I'm from Czechoslovakia. Yes, lovely to have you with us. I'm from Dunfermline, says Dylan. Well, you're a beautiful person from a beautiful place, Dylan. Am I not right in thinking that King Robert the Bruce is buried in Dunfermline Abbey? Am I right? Oh my God, I used to listen to you in the car with my dad when I was a kid on Century. Well, Matt, there you are. Now here I am. Are you still with us? Is Dad with us? I say to you. There we go, DINKY-DOO. David says, Shane, good evening from Scotland. You're in Atlanta. Amazing. Absolutely, David. We are, of course, international here. Whereabouts in Scotland are you from? From the West Coast. Scotty, do you remember me? Of course. Opinions on the mighty Partick Thistle. We love the Partick Thistle. Everywhere we go, people want to know. Fantastic. Hello, Scotty. Just met up with Philip, the governor. Lovely guy. Absolutely, Negan. Hello, Scotty. I'm at a 40th, so can't call you. Hope you're well. Keep warm. Kareem, I was at a 90th today, jointly with an 80th. Now, that's pretty good, isn't it? Hi, everybody. DINKY-DOO. If you've just joined us, you're watching Scottie McClue. We're live on the big one. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. Get following on TikTok, subscribing on YouTube. And TikTokers, you can check out the YouTube channel by going up to the bio. Click the URL there live. See what I just did there? Thoughts on the Arsenal win tonight, Scotty? Amazing. Did Celtic get gubbed today? Are you aware of the BBC server? What do you mean? So there we are. What's the Black Watch kilt? It's a beautiful kilt in very dark tartan. I don't know if I've got some. I've got one that might be Black Watch or might be nearer Campbell. I'll show you my hat and then you can make a decision, you see. So your Black Watch is not that far away from that, guys. Okay. That, I think, that might be Black Watch, but it might also be Campbell. But I think they are Giles wear Black Watch tartan in their kilt. Am I right? My granddad was part of it. Absolutely. Up the Royal Artillery, says George. George, we salute the Royal Artillery, a very fine unit of the British Army. I say to you, I remember you from the Troubles. Excellent stuff. I'm writing a book, Square or Slice, The Sausages of Scotland. Would you buy it, Scotty? Well, it depends what price it is and what it contains. Are there any additives? See what I just did there? Fantastic. I say to you. Now, Luca's just joined us. Welcome, Luca. Lovely to have you with us. And a big DINKY-DOO for Saturday evenings from Scottie McClue. Now, I think it's so cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. I think I've earned a sip of hot tea. This is my mug, bigger than my head. Isn't it beautiful? A gorgeous lady gave it to me. And we say thank you to her and bless her. Oh, oh. That's lush. Absolutely. Anyone else who kens me, numpty heat, everyone kens you because you've been on Scottie McClue. What's your favourite delicacy? Scottish delicacy. As a delicacy, I would say black pudding. Or what about a quail's egg? So there we are. Dinky-Doo, I'd say to you. Hey, says Chelsea. Hey, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. Get that whiskey down, you Scotty. No, we don't drink the alcohol any longer. So there we go. Quite right. Scotty, you're remarkably entertaining on TikToker. Absolute masterclass. Rice, I love it. Am I not just the same as every other TikToker? I don't know. Now, who have we got here? I used to have quails. Quails or the quail's eggs? Did you have the wee quail's eggs? I say to you. So there we go. Is everyone having a good day? Everyone's having a beautiful day, Shane. Thank you so much. We love it. There we are. Now, what have we got here? There, this guy here. Let's see what he's up to. I say to you. There you go. Lovely. Just getting rid of a couple of wee characters there. Scotty, the king of social media, says the wonderful Robert T. Kerr. Robert T., lovely to have you with us. We go way back, way back. Did I tell you I have had a favourite recliner chair for 30 years? And we go way back. Yes, indeed. Pro-life or pro-choice? Both, Amelia. Yes, and let's hope the choice is pro-life. I say to you. Anyways, I'd better be going, as says Shane. Scotty, I just got a call 2 blocks away. Probably the Polish again. See you next week. Shane Walsh, we salute you, sir. Take great care of your dear self. Dinky-Doo. Gordon has been giving me gifts. And also these wonderful people have been giving me gifts, guys. There's a little goal there of red roses if you're feeling flush, but you never, ever have to give Scottie McClue anything. Dinky-Doo, what do you think about the Sycamore Gap being cut down, Northumberland? I was heartbroken. Up the regiment, says Patrick. We salute you, Patrick, sir. The Royal Artillery. There we are. Knock, knock. Who's there? So there we are. I don't know if document. Evening, Scotty. We need Dennis Skinner back in politics. Is that man not just beautiful? He gets up and he tells the truth. They even had to try and fling him out to stop him telling the truth. There we are. Cheeky pint with the lads tonight, says Leonard. Good one. Leonard, you have a couple of cheekies. Are you Scottish, says Maisie. Maisie, you should be a detective. Nothing gets past you. Maisie, the detective, guys, has spotted that Scottie McClue is Scottish. So there we are. Skinner, fair play to you. Good afternoon from Woodbury, Scotty. Philip Blake in Woodbury in the United States of America. What a privilege to have you with us tonight. And Dinky-Doo, I say to you. There we are. I say to you. And I say to you, Ginsell. I say to you. Good afternoon, everybody. Philip, so lovely to have you with us. I'm coming out to be one of your professors. There we are. He was an anti-monarchist, Dennis Skinner. Yes, he was, but in actual fact, I could see that was just one little bit that I perceived as not understanding the monarchy. Do you see? I think the problem is people get carried away with personalities with the monarchy. The job of the monarchy is to curate the crown. Yes? So there you are, the curators of the crown. Scotty, it's awfully cold outside. Well, numpty heat, I would come inside if I were you. What are you doing outside? Is it the dog? There we are. Now, who have we got here? There's George saying up the provosts. They're the provisional driving license holders. They're the ones with the green L's. No, the red L's on their car. So there you are. They're the provosts. But the green L's are people who have just recently passed their test. Rangers or Celtics, says Kieran. Kieran, my advice is go and see them both play. Make a decision. Remember, it's not cast in stone. If you wanted to change from Celtic to Rangers, People, I'm sure, do it all the time. There's Colby, who's offering chocolate. He says, there's chocolate here, La. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not taking chocolate at the moment because I'm on a diet. But remember that your freedom came 101 years ago, so don't waste your time. There he is, the man himself. Scotty, have you heard of Campbelltown? I know Campbelltown like the back of my hand. Have you heard of Ben Gullion? There we are. I say to you, William Wallace was a cokehead. A cokehead. I don't know what that is. William Wallace something. Hello, Scottie McClue, DINKY-DOO. Have you ever been to Dunmellington? Well, I call it Dunmelliton. Dunmelliton, a beautiful, stunningly beautiful village in Ayrshire, stuffed full of beautiful people, and an old mining village. Now, you can't beat that. I live right in front of Bengullion. We love Bengullion. We love Campbelltown. We love Southend. If you look over the wall at Southend, you'll see the porte cochere of the old Keele School where my uncle went. Have you ever been to Dalkeith? I shopped in Dalkeith when I lived in East Lothian. I used to live out with the Sultans, and I would go into Dalkeith to shop, or I would go into Haydonton. Rangers or Celtics, says Kyle. Kyle, if you're stuck, watch them both play and make a decision. Telephone! You're live on Scotty's phone, and who's that?
Well, Scotty, DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO, Tom from Belfast. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm all good, lad. And yourself?
Oh, we're absolutely amazing, lad. We are booming on here.
What sort of scran did you have tonight?
Beautiful scran. Do you know what I had today? I had smoked mackerel, I had mussels, and I had prawns for a starter, and then I had ham and roast beef.
Good, Scotty. You treated yourself tonight.
Now, come on. Well, somebody else treated me, I say to you.
Oh, splendid.
Luckiest man in the world, I say.
Oh, I'm sure you enjoyed it.
Oh, it was absolutely. There's somebody, Patrick says, prawn to be wild. We love it.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening with you, Tom?
Oh, all good, Scotty. You know, just out in the bike earlier on, thought to go for a wee spin, you know.
Excellent stuff. We absolutely love it. And do you like a wee run? Have you got the frost tonight, though?
Oh, I had to put the cover out in the car, Scotty, to stop the windows freezing up.
Yes, absolutely freezing. I had a wee trick last year and I actually put a heater, an extra heater, in the car overnight.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Just to keep it from freezing over.
Stop it from freezing, because I came out one morning, there was almost half an inch of ice on the windscreen.
Gosh.
Almost half an inch.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a lovely car, and you could, what it did was it had a windscreen heater as well.
Oh, right.
Now, here's a man, let me just sort Lachlan out. Lachlan says your Glengarry's squint. No, my Glengarry is straight, Lachlan, in terms of proper regimental behaviour. Do you see? If I were to straighten it, that would imply another regiment. Capisce, as we say in Italy. Sorry about that, Tom. Just had to put that man right.
Oh, you had to put him in his box, Scotty.
You had to see. You've got to sort these people out. Do you know what I mean? They come on here. Oh, yes. They don't actually know, and they say, "Oh, your hat's squint." You say, "No, that's actually meant to be like that." That's the way to read it properly.
This is the headlines on the news tonight.
Yes.
The BBC building in Belfast was daubed in paint of a Palestinian flag.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Vandals have painted the BBC building the Palestinian flag.
I think what we want to do is vandals should get a life sentence. We need to put it up there with, you know, one of the worst crimes, because these are people who don't understand society.
No, see people graffitiing, Scotty. I just can't stand that.
No, graffitiing, even chewing gum on pavements.
Oh, Oh, geez, you wouldn't believe the amount of it in the streets around here.
You know, I mean, that sort of thing, it's just unacceptable.
It is. It's unacceptable. I agree with you on that. You wouldn't believe the amount of it around Belfast, Scotty.
Yep, shocking. I mean, we need to put a stop to it. You know, and we also need to be bringing people up properly. I think we need to get back to the family unit. Family unit, Scotty, and return to God. Telling you.
Oh yeah, well, we'll see. I've got a good friend listening to the show tonight. You call him Jude. If you could give him a wee shout out.
Jude, yes, Jude, Dinky-Doo, Tom's mate Jude in Belfast in Northern Ireland. We say hi and Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue and from the rest of the world.
Yeah, well, he was actually the one who told me about Scottie McClue, and from there, you know, that's started the phone-ins and all that sort of stuff, you know.
Incredible stuff. It's funny, I was talking to somebody today that said, see, when you dig into Scottie McClue, he said, there's acres and acres of it all over the internet. I said, well, I said, we're very famous. We can't do anything about it. You can't unfamous yourself, you know.
Yep. Scotty, you're very well dressed up tonight.
We're turned out well tonight. Well, I was at a family do today, and as I say, it was an 80th and a 90th birthday joint celebration.
Oh,
two cousins. So there you are. One's 90, one's 80, and the two of them are absolutely in cracking nick. You know what I mean? The 90-year-old made a beautiful speech.
Good on him. My grandfather turned 81 there last week.
Oh wow!
So
is that the husband of the lovely lady I spoke to?
Oh yeah, it sure is. Yeah, the husband of Patricia.
Yes, I've got it. Patricia's man.
He's from Fermanagh.
Absolutely. Do you know, I had an uncle, and he was quite famous in his field, and he was very decorated and distinguished. And he said that when he was out, he had his full title. When he was at home in the village, he was Sadie's man.
That's how it went. But Scotty, fair play to him. He's still driving away, and he's still going out and doing the messages. You know.
Love it. Absolutely. So he should be.
Yeah, exactly. Because see, once you give all that up,
yeah,
there's not much left for you. It's a downward slope from there.
Absolutely. You don't know me. Is his title? He says up the Royal Artillery. So obviously a big British Army man. He's just put it here up the RA. So there we are, the Royal Artillery. Yeah. Fantastic.
Well,
yeah,
that's a good one, Scotty. I always thought I was very crafty the way you were there.
Do you like? I know you like all that, Tom. There we are. That just sorts these people out.
All that banter is hard to beat.
A wee bit of the bants, you can't beat it. There we are. Here's a lovely one here. Leonard, you should be less hateful towards others. Love prevails. Isn't that beautiful? And Lisa has just given me a beautiful heart me present.
Oh,
wow.
Gift on the TikTok.
We're getting spoiled here. Lisa's become number 115. No, yes, 115 on the team.
Well, Scotty, you're getting gifts and you're well dressed up and you had a nice wee scrum up, so you had a good day overall then.
Just a lucky boy, you know. You and I, Tom, we treat the world properly. It treats us well.
You know, Scotty, you only live once. You may as well make the most of it.
So there we are. And I'm getting told by Rice, you know what is beautiful? You're an amazing person, he says to me. Isn't that lovely? So I'm passing that on to you, Tom. You're an amazing person. There you are, you see. Fantastic. We love it. And Dinky-Doo.
Right, Scotty, good speaking to you. I'll speak to you in the next one.
Always lovely speaking to you. Look forward to love to the family. Dinky-Doo, sir.
All the best, Scotty. Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, Tom. There we are. That's our lovely Tom from Belfast. And now, lots and lots of things. Like, hang on, let's get this sorted out here. There's been so much coming on here. Good evening from a cold Poland. So we got that one. Now, Shane says, I better be going. So he's on call. Margaret Thatcher could hear Parliament. What a disgrace. I know, I mean, we always used to, give her time of day. But in actual fact, when you look at that mob today, she would sort them out. Yeah, there we go. There's Murray O'Donnell. The old Northern Lights are dancing above the Campsies tonight, Scotty. Now, Murray, I have to tell you, I have posted a video just before I came on. I've called it Moon River, and I hope it's come up there. Can you see it? And, you know, everybody give it a follow, subscribe to Scottie McClue on the YouTube. Very, very important, guys. And there's so many beautiful, beautiful videos for you there. But Moon River, that was taken today, Murray. So there we are. Scotty, what's your favourite street name? Chalmers Street, Charlie. Chalmers Street. That's my favourite street. And so there you are. Have you ever been to Dunfermline? Oh, yes, of course, Artemis. You can't live in Scotland or anywhere else in the world and not go to Dunfermline to see where Robert the Bruce is buried. I knew you when you were young. Did you? Please say hi to Ben and Monty. Yes, we can. Dinky-Doo to Ben and Monty. I say, guys, get following on TikTok. I need 100 followers right now. Guys, on TikTok, I think, something like another 10 to, well, I could do with 110 subscribers. But subscribers are like gold dust for some reason on YouTube. I don't understand it because it doesn't cost. So why don't you all subscribe to Scottie McClue on YouTube, I say to you. And we can get the chit-chat going there as well. Hi, Murray, you're such a gentleman, says David. You got that right, David. Hi, Susan, says Murray. Yes, we love you, Murray, says Numpty Heed. There we go. Here's Johnny. Hello. Count Lago. How are you?
I'm just working out the delay between my iPad and you talking to me now.
Oh, don't worry about all that. Yeah, we'll just let it. We'll go with the flow. Let me just tell the YouTubers, please subscribe and also go down to the bottom left and click the thumbs up sign. So if you're watching on YouTube, click the thumbs up, I say to you. Now, we'll maybe intersperse this, Murky-Lago, with 1 or 2 messages if you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Do you know what I mean? It just happens. They're asking where Matey Boy is tonight.
All right.
Now then, how are you? You're cold in Poland.
I was just talking about the cold, and you were saying you had like half an inches ice.
Oh no, well, not tonight, but it was frosty this morning. And when I was coming back from the family party, it was, I think it reached -5 on the high bits.
It's that now here. Yeah,
you know, so but it's beautifully clear. And if you've got time, have a look at my video, Moon River, and also a couple of videos of Scotland, of the River Clyde today. Beautiful.
Oh, right.
Yep. There's you saying, how are you doing this fine day?
Yeah. No, it's just when you were talking about the ice, it reminds us when I was living in my big caravan in Stirling. You know?
Ah, of course you know all that. You know Scottish weather.
And I woke up this one morning after having 4 duvets on my bed, right? And I thought, as long as I do wake up in the morning, I'll be able to see what's happening. But
yes,
I obviously I was up sharp because I was out in my taxi with like the crack of dawn.
Great man.
And I tried to get my shoes off the carpet, but they were frozen.
Frozen to the carpet in the caravan.
Aye. And then once I got the hairdryer out and got them like unfrozen from the carpet, I tried to turn the gas on, but the gas was frozen.
Oh, it wouldn't turn on the regulator. There's user 320 saying greetings from the Shank Hill in Belfast.
All right.
And he's asking, he says, do you like the Orange Order? Well, I don't really know the Orange Order. They apparently stand for the Crown and the Bible. And I think everybody would like that.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely. And there's Dad still saying you could see the northern lights from Portobello tonight. It's a beautiful, clear night. And you've got the moon and Venus. Have you got that, Murky-Lago?
I'm not sure. I would if I take the dog out later on, I'll have a look around.
Let us know. Send us a text or something. And there is Mark Robertson says, hello from the Scottish Highlands. How are you doing tonight? Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. So anyway, going back to
Go on. Yes.
Once I got my shoes on and managed to get to the door, I managed to find out that the door was also frozen as well.
Oh, for goodness sake. So you are frozen in. Now, can I ask, I mean, I'm not being personal here, but what sort of apparel were you wearing at the time?
Oh, no, I was in my clothes, you know. Well, I put it this way, I was pretty much half dressed anyway when I went to bed because I knew it was going to be cold.
So you had your socks on, and did you have a big jumper on?
Oh, yeah, I had on a big jumper and like the 4 duvets, you know.
Let me just deal with this guy here. There's John says, put your Glengarry on properly. John, newsflash, Lala, my Glengarry is on properly. That's how we wear it. Yes? Yeah, you've got to keep telling these people, Marcalago, they think as if I would let my Glengarry be on at the wrong angle. If I was to put it on that way, that's another regiment altogether, and I could get away with putting it on that way.
It's like you weren't Scottish, you know?
Yes, I know they don't understand, but that's the right way for me to wear my Glengarry. So there you go. He should know that.
So finally, I got into my taxi, which was just next to the caravan, and the heater went straight on, and I never removed myself from it until I got to the office, you know. So
I used to stay out in East Lothian. Now, if you think that what you've just described is a good frost, East Lothian can do you some serious freeze-ups. And the roads, you know, I mean, the councils are brilliant, but the roads are very much secondary roads. So a lot of them are not going to have been got to in time. And what you would see, it's actually, in general, a fairly well-to-do part of the world. So you would see people in big, powerful cars leave on a winter's morning, obviously going to work in Edinburgh, probably in the financial sector. And the next thing, they were, fortunately, hopefully alive and well, being pulled out of a field by a tractor with a chain, because they would take their big rear-wheel drive powerful cars, they would put on the heater, they would put on the stereo, and then go out and skid off the road.
Yeah.
You know, but the things I've seen, and you'll have seen them as well, being a taxi man, deer coming all the way across a field. You could stop and watch him and let him cross in front of you, because you could see which way he was heading.
Yeah, well, up in the countryside here near the forest here in Poland, you know, there's bear, you know.
Bear as well, wonderful. Yeah. Now, is it true that the bear come into villages sometimes?
I think they come into the sort of the wild, big. I don't know if you know them boar.
The boar, the big wild pigs. The
boar.
But
there was a family of boar walking around some village in Poland on the news the other day.
Fantastic.
I think they were all after McDonald's, you know.
I remember a friend telling me that he said that he was having dinner once in a big country house, and a duck came in with all the ducklings, walked round the dining table and went out again, and nobody said a word.
Well, it was just as well they weren't serving duck, wasn't it?
I know, absolutely. Just things like that, you know what I mean? And you see lovely little videos on TikTok and YouTube, you know, people with a fox that's obviously completely domesticated, you know?
Yeah. No, what also I was thinking with me, we had to put the wedding off because of some documents that we couldn't get.
Yes, right.
So we've had to make the wedding on the 7th of December.
Yeah.
And like my other half's friends were saying, "Oh, what are you going to wear?" I thought, well, I wish I could have worn a kilt, you know, because somewhere along my bloodline,
Yes.
I do have a Scottish relative on my mum's side.
Right. Have we got a name, a clan?
No, I'll have to speak to my mum and
Right.
find out the name.
Find out, and we'll get the tartan looked out for you and get you sorted.
I tried because she lived up near Pitlochry, I think.
Ah, she might be a Robertson if she's up that way.
Yeah, Pitlochry or Glencoe. I can't remember.
Glencoe, yeah, she could be a MacDonald, a Campbell.
Yeah,
You know, Campbells are not popular in Glencoe even to this day.
That's right.
And up until the 1920s, a Campbell was lucky to get a drink at a door in Glencoe. Right. That's how long it went on. Because you see, it's interesting. I mean, I was talking to somebody today about my grandfather. Now, my grandfather was born in 1881.
Okay.
Now, his father, I think, was born, I can't remember exactly, but we're talking maybe the 1820s, 1830s.
Yeah.
Now, 100 years before that, you're getting into the Highland Risings.
Okay, right.
You see?
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. And I've told this story before. I mean, I'll not hold you up with it, but I knew an old guy when I was young. When he was young, he wrote to an old guy whose grandfather remembered Bonnie Prince Charlie walking about Rome. Oh, now, Bonnie Prince Charlie died in, I think it was something like 1784 or 1786. Right. And he was drinking quite heavily at the end. He's buried in the Vatican.
Bonnie Prince Charlie?
Yes, he's buried in the Vatican. He's known as King Carlos because he was the king over the water.
Right.
And to this day, when the Scottish regiments, the Highland regiments, toast the king, yes, they also in Gaelic toast the king over the water.
Oh, interesting.
So they've got their leader who they acknowledge, the king. Yes, they work for the king, they fight for the king, but they also are thinking of the king over the water. Isn't that interesting?
Well, he didn't just go out of the sea to sky then, did he? He went across the Mediterranean.
Absolutely, and it was a lovely, you must have heard the wee joke when Bonnie Prince Charlie knocked Flora MacDonald's door and she says, "Who is it?" He says, "It's Charlie, I'm fleeing." She says, "Well, you'll get nothing more to drink here."
No, so anyway, so we'll get married on the 7th, but then we're going to have like a big party and everything in like springtime in March, because that's when the flights begin again from Newcastle across.
Lovely.
You know, so that's when I was thinking, if I can get my trip across to England, which is going to be after Christmas now, because it's just going to be crazy trying to get removal trucks to work.
Absolutely.
Huh? What I'll do is, I was thinking, well, if I can find out the clan and everything, and I would have like a good reason to wear it.
Of course. Well, let me know, and we'll look up the tartan. Murcielago, I'm going to dash because they're all going bananas here. But lovely to hear you.
No, it's just starting, Scotty.
It's fantastic. We love it.
Okie dokie, Scotty.
Hey,
take care of yourself, man.
Dinky-Doo, look after your dear self. Love to your good lady. Dinky-Doo.
Scotty. Okay.
See you now. Ta-ra-la-la. Count Murcielago from Poland. There you are. But as you hear, he has a Geordie. There are thoughts on the Orange Order. Well, as we said earlier, you know. Scotty, are you caught up in I'm a Celeb? No, but have you seen my send-up of it? Check the videos for I'm a Celebrity. Yes, guys, I don't know why you're not all checking out every YouTube video, every TikTok video. They're all made with love for you. You know, don't waste your time listening to the news or some duff telly or radio program. Get right into watching Scottie McClue. And a new thing I would say to you is, if you don't want to watch me on TikTok or YouTube, set it running and then go about your business and listen like you used to all listen on the old radio shows. Who is this? How do I get this? I can't see where that's ringing. It's not come up. It's ringing, guys, but it's not come up. Oh, hang on. There we are. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. How are you?
Who's that?
This is Jamie Puttensworth. And I just
Jamie,
wanted to
you just need to do a first name.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
You've got a tiny booby.
Thank you very, very much. Well, he's the right height for a Glasgow policeman. So there we are. Not a problem at all. They used to all have to be 6 foot, but he's the right height still. So that's, otherwise you wouldn't have got into the police. So there you are. I tell you, Scotty, give us a shout out. Dinky-Doo. Now, where's Jack and Victor? I don't know, but apparently I was the original inspiration for Still Game. The Glengarry still isn't straight. John, the Glengarry's exactly 100% correct. It's not one street for this particular setup. So there you go. You know, and anybody that says that doesn't know Glengarry's. You're live with Scotty's Front End, is that?
It's Davidson. How are you?
Davidson, how are you? There was somebody asking about my local policeman.
That was terrible.
So there you are. Anyway, how are you? Now, Davey, no swearing tonight, because I got a shock. But you swore last week, and I got a shock. And we're guests in people's houses. I know. And I'm a guest in my own house. Yes, but you're a guest in everybody else's house when you're on to Scotty. Yes. Oh yes.
There's a guy on YouTube. He's amazing. He wants to talk to you about wildlife. I forget his name then.
He was talking about the wildlife. All right, excellent stuff.
He's asking you a question on YouTube about wildlife.
Well, both you and I have experienced a bit of wildlife.
I love the wildlife. I forget. Is it Kyle? I think his name's Kyle something.
Yes, there was somebody asking the other day about kestrels.
You'll see it on your YouTube right now.
Yes, I'm just sorting my chair out there. I was just having to move this. There we go. No, there was somebody asking about kestrels. Were they night birds? And I said, well, I thought they would be.
Oh,
the kestrel.
I love the owls. So I do.
Well, wait till I tell you. You'll love this story. When I was down in Yorkshire, we had a wonderful caller who was a countryman. I'm talking up there with the Attenborough level of knowledge, right?
Are you sorting a wee step there? You're up and down.
Absolutely. It's wonderful. I've got up and down. So there we go. Now, he would come on. We called him, Les was his name, and we called him Taud Les, which is Yorkshire for old Les, you see. And it was, I'll give you Taud Les. I'll give you Scotty. And we used to have such great banter. He would say to me, you would be no good in the countryside. Everything would, I said, Les, I'd be sitting up a tree watching you and you wouldn't know anything about it. You know?
That's amazing.
We used to give him this. Anyway, I said something. We used to make him laugh. I would say, can you repair Wellingtons with these wee red patches from a puncture? No, they don't repair, Scotty. Anyway, one night Davey comes on and I said, Taud Les. He goes, I'll Taud Les you. He goes, Scotty, how are you? I said, Les, saw an owl tonight. And he goes like this, Davey goes, hello, Scotty. I said, hello, Les. He went, you'd frightened him, Scotty. Yeah. Because, and they're beautiful when you see them sitting out there with the big eyes, just having a look round, you know.
I've got lots of pictures. I see owls in Clydebank quite often.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
They're beautiful.
And down in Sheffield, they're known as the owls.
See the way they turn slowly, their wee necks and their big eyes. They actually follow you.
And the chicks as well.
The chicks, honestly, amazing. And the way their body movements, I'm not joking. And
so clever.
You give money to the man who brings them up. Amazing.
So clever. There's Resell in Barra. He's in Barra and he's having a shout. So there you go, Dinky-Doo in Barra. Kamera Maha. Fantastic. Yes, Kamera Maha. Falchi. Come on, Davey. Falchi. Chi da milli falci.
Friedrich Falchi or something.
Kid Emily Falchi, Don
Friedrich
TikTok,
Falchi.
Don TikTok,
Right.
Don,
Right. Oh, amazing
Don
stuff.
TikTok. Come on, Don TikTok.
Don TikTok.
Agus YouTube.
Agus YouTube.
That's you. We've got Davy speaking the Gaelic.
Brilliant, aye. Here, Scotty, so you went to be party today. You got a
beautiful,
nice meal.
lovely. And I
Right.
met family I hadn't seen for years, and a beautiful meal. And one's
Brilliant,
90
son.
and one's 80.
So is this your family? Right? Who are they? Tell me.
My mother's brother's daughter,
Okay.
my cousin,
And
is 80. And
beautiful, right.
my mother's brother's wife's nephew.
Oh, well, wait, so where did you go to a big restaurant or something?
Lovely.
Yes,
I went down to Dunoon.
Oh, Dunoon, we all know Dunoon.
And it was lovely. And I got the ferry. I got the ferry to Dunoon. And you'll see I've put videos up tonight of my trip.
Yeah, wow. Right,
And the moon, look for one called Moon River.
Moon River.
Absolutely. Well, have a look for that, Davy, and you'll see the moon on the water. It's stunning. I mean, the videos, bless them, they're great and they are the best, but they don't actually even come close to capturing exactly what you're seeing.
Of course, my friend, I understand all that.
So you know all that.
So you came back on the boats, of course, you know.
Oh, lovely. Yes. And these boats are amazing. I have terrific skill. Hardly a sound out of them. A wee noise, you know, but very light. So there we are.
Of course, my friend. I mean, that lovely friend of yours from Islands Phones.
Tom in Belfast. Lovely man.
Tom's not getting involved in what's happening in Dublin right now.
No.
It's awful.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Aye, and but you know, 5 children. Okay, I'll stop there.
No, I know it's too harrowing, Davy.
And
it's too harrowing.
Stand up. The government has caused this.
Yeah,
as I keep saying,
it's too harrowing.
I know, son. Yeah.
Do you think? I wonder. I must put this to the Irish people, but I thought this morning, would the Irish people like to come back into the UK?
Oh, I would. Well, my second name is McCarthy. I came to Irish Scotty.
Yes. Well, listen, Davy, most of us are Irish. And I'll tell you why I say that. We all originated in the African Rift Valley in Kenya, in East Africa.
You say that many times on your radio shows.
Many times. I've tried to explain to people. And we were all originally black.
There you go.
But we needed less and less pigmentation as we moved into the cooler parts.
Pigmentation was actually a real thing.
Of course it is a real thing. Yes, your skin is the most important.
That's a fact.
Yes, of course it's a fact. You only get facts on McClue. And your skin is so important. Can I tell you, Davy, if you, now not that you'll want to do this, but if you were to rub a clove of garlic on your bare soles of your feet, right? Wait, I'll tell you this. If you rubbed a clove of garlic on your feet, 15 minutes later, your breath would smell of garlic. That's how absorbent your skin is. See?
That's incredible.
There we are. And I'm being told to visit the west coast of Barra. There's a cracking cafe that sells the best tea. So there you are.
Yeah.
4 hours. I'm speaking to a man today that goes to Barra regularly. And he told me it's 4 hours on the boat from Oban.
Oban,
4 hours from Oban. Yes, not lovely.
I didn't think it would be about 4 hours. I thought it would be a bit less. But anyway, so I've not been
4 hours. I don't know what the plane takes from Glasgow. But the plane lands on the beach. It lands on the beach, and then you get a taxi into the tune at Castle Bay.
Yeah, you go, amazing. And by the way, back to the guy who says he wears socks in bed, he's right. Is it Tom? I'm the same.
Well, it's good. No, it's important. If your circulations, I mean, you might find your circulations a wee bit slower, sluggish.
My circulation's awful. I had to buy a thing called a smoothie. You understand that it's a long jump at Spurry.
Lovely.
And you go to bed with it. It's beautiful, and your socks.
Yes, and you've got a onesie, Davy, as well.
I've got a onesie.
A onesie, you can wear a onesie.
See, winter's seen last night, it's really icy up here last night. It's not actually still icy. And anyway, so like you go to bed, the mattress, it's bloody freezing.
Oh, it's freezing, yes, it's freezing. Now, the other thing I was going to say, get a hat on, because a lot of the heat goes out your head.
John wears hats as well.
Yes,
He's the spare bedroom watching his wee telly.
Fantastic. Is he watching you on Scottie McClue?
I don't know what it is. John, do you want to speak to Scotty? Come on, then. Come on, don't be shy. He's just, I don't know if he's right or wrong.
He's no shy.
He's okay. He's fine tonight.
He's fine. Good. Say hi.
I will say hi.
Say hi. Scotty says hi, John. You know, that's great.
I better let you go.
We better go, but listen, it's always lovely to hear you, Davy.
You
take great care of your dear self.
Yeah.
And remember, Davy, remember to stay fabulous.
I'm going to always stay fabulous.
Stay fabulous with my dinky-doo.
Dinky-doo.
Ta-da-la. That's your Davy, a character and a half character. Professor Numpty says, where is Matey Boy tonight? I used to watch the children, so there you are, not the right spelling, was a Gaelic show. Oh, yes, the Gaelic show. I'm just wondering which one that would be. There was one that looked as if it was spelt Se-ur-bitha, and I think it was Survra was the pronunciation in Gaelic. The problem with Gaelic is when you're starting out, nothing really sounds as it's spelt, I say to you. 40 minutes, says Kyle. Yes, indeed, we're 51 minutes, Kyle. Can you believe it? Now, notice the best Formula One drivers are named after Scottish towns. Lewis, Hamilton, Eddie, Irvine, Stirling, Moss, and Ayrton Centre. Ayrton Centre. Very good, Neil. We love that, I tell you. We have huge snowflakes. Scotty's is Murcielago. So there we have it. Now, what have we got here? Sheenish. Right, Kyle, we'll have a look at that and see what it is. How do I phone into somebody? You just dial the number. So there we go. I'll bet this guy has some stories to tell, says Top Jock. You bet your bottom dollar. I tell you. Bridge of Erne, Scotty. We love the Bridge of Erne. Very nice, up at Bridge of Erne. There used to be a big hospital at Bridge of Erne that they took people to from all the rural areas. Is that still there? Me and the missus love watching you. It's lovely, says Rysel. Thank you, Rysel. Are you pleased with the ceasefire? Always pleased with the ceasefire, JD. Scotty, have you ever eaten a pigeon? No, but the station master at my local station had one in his pot with sauce. I don't know what was in the sauce. It was a wood pigeon he was having for his supper. No, I don't think I have eaten pigeon. I've had guinea fowl. That was very nice. Duck, very nice. The Duker soup. I've had hare soup. Yes, yeah, there wasn't any hare in it. It was an H-A-R-E. Is there a shame what's going on in Israel? I hope they get it sorted. It should never have happened, Resell. They need to get Donald Trump in there. Pro-Palestine, says Ribby. Well, no, we're not pro any sides on here, Ribby. We're pro getting it sorted out. So there you go. One's as bad as the other. We need to get it sorted out, you know. Although I did have a look at Israel. It's a tiny, tiny dot on the map of the Arab world. I tell you. What's the number, Scotty? Says Kyle. The number's 01416289795. We've only got 5 minutes left, sadly. What a fabulous show tonight, guys. I need another 40 followers. If you're watching on the TikTok and you haven't followed, please pop up to the top left and follow. I have 3,000 likes and I have 56 red roses. I love you guys. Look at the red roses there. You won't see it on the YouTube channel. It's on the TikTok. Red roses. TikTok at Scottie McClue. YouTube channel, youtube.com/Scottie McClue. SCOTTIEMCCLUE. Get subscribing. I'm going to ask you to tell me if you've subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you haven't, tell me why not. All right, fair enough. Ask what's wrong with you. Now, here we got here. Good night, Scottie. Good show tonight. So, Susan, beautiful show tonight. Lovely to have you with us, as always. I hope you're strong and well. The wonderful Daniel is popping red roses into my red rose goal. Isn't that lovely? I tell you, Rudy says he's pro-Palestine. Rudy, there'll be a lot of pro-Palestine people, a lot of anti-Palestine people, pro-Israel, anti-Israel. All that stuff will go on and go on and go on. These are human beings. It shouldn't matter what religious background they have. Yeah, I think we should be tolerant of all religions. Have you ever played Minecraft, says Ryan? Ryan, I haven't. And I think I should. And I think I should also play Fortnite. And I think I should play online, maybe set up a wee game and get everybody on there, I say to you. Now, what have we got here? Links is the right spelling, says Kyle. What's that for, Kyle? Master Tech, lovely to have you with us. I love the Geordies, says David. The Geordies. We love that. There we are. It's 5 here on the outskirts of Glen Mavis. Guys, -5. -5 in Glen Mavis. Please try and keep indoors. Although, since we've had this mob in government, a lot of houses are actually much warmer on the outside than they are on the inside. I think we should all go back to wrapping up warm. There we are. Hats, bed socks, several sets of underwear, coats, jackets, woolen jumpers, anything you can get your hands on. And we'll stop using power. And then I think you'll find the price will come down quite quickly. So there you go. Very, very important. And I think also what's happened is Europe have made some poor decisions with the gas. Scottie, the best man ever. John T, you're the best man ever. Scottie, are you the most famous person in the world? Probably per se, yes. I'm known to 2 billion people. But they say, and I'd love to meet them, they say that there are 8 billion people in the world. That would mean 6 billion people don't. Charlie says, Scottie, you seem like a man of dignity and pride. I would hope so. You look very sophisticated tonight, Scottie. I thank you very much. I've got my old university tie on. You'll see it in the picture behind me. Yes, as a mark of respect for my lovely cousins. I say to you, Scottie, you should get into politics. You're a very strong speaker. The problem is, if I went into politics, the chief whip would take me aside on day one. He would say, right, can I have a word with you, Scottie? You shut your mouth. You don't come out with your truth, because that will get all the people on your side and make the rest of us look very weak. You know what I'm saying? All these things. So I don't know. Count Markilago, who was on from Poland. I like the PlayStation. Do you like the PlayStation? I have an Xbox 6. 6 eggs in the one box. So there you go. Politics. Well, Resell, I've been asked to join politics, but I've turned it down so far. But I might have to change my mind, because the people need to have a voice. The people don't have voices in Parliament the way they should have. The people vote the politicians in. So why other people's views not being taken into consideration. We also have far too much greed. I need to go. Love you lots. Night, night. Oh, I don't know if we've made it in time. I've just realized the time. Guys, what a beautiful show tonight. Dinky-Doo, ta-ra-las. Bye-bye.